Okay guys, welcome again. It's a rainy day for the past 3 days in California and can't do anything outside. It's cold as hell, and I figure, well, let me make a video, an update on the gear and the latest and last acquisition. I will not be spending any more money. I'm done. If I'm not happy with what I got, I better live with it because I'm not buying any more stuff. So it's so cold in here that I set up this little table heater, turned it on, left it on for about an hour to warm the garage. It's now perfect. In fact, I feel a little warm. So okay, on the last video I showed the backpack change, that I'm not using the belt anymore with the canteen, so I got the bladder with the hose in there, and the pack has clothing in there. I haven't emptied it out. It's got stuff on the sides. I haven't opened it up. I don't remember exactly what's in here, but it's part of the hunting equipment. So one of the latest gear that I researched, and I talked to a couple of guys and they recommended it, is the binocular harness with the clamp system. The clamp, I call it the clamp because it opens up like a clamp, like that. So you grab it here, pop it, reach in, do your glassing, and then put it back in. Now, if you're going to be in a, and I'm going to point this out for some people, if you're going to be in a quad, a side by side, and you're going to dusty trails, this is not for you, because if you can tell from that angle, the clamp has a opening on the side here. It has a little magnetic two pieces here that attaches to the back, and they kind of like, I think it's magnetic. Yeah, it feels like it's grabbing. But if you're in a dusty situation, you're gonna get a lot of dust in your bag. So this is, if you're gonna be in that situation, then you get the one with the zipper, a different brand, because I don't think this one comes with it. Pay 50 something bucks. I like it. It's very comfortable, and you can adjust it up and down. So I like it here. I don't want it up here. Some people have it really close to the face. Don't like that. So I put on the pack to see how it feels. It feels good. It's not heavy at all, even though I have a good full-size 10 by 42 binoculars. And it has a little pouch here for the rangefinder that I have to, it's in the truck right now. So, and it has a little, for the rain, I guess you put this over and it protects it for the binocular. Now, also I talked about the rifles I were looking at, and I looked at the Tika, the Savage, several other rifles, different brands, different sizes, and also some different calibers. I looked at the 6.5 Creedmoor. It didn't click with me, and I just didn't want to have another caliber to load, so I stuck with the 308. So I decided on a rifle that I didn't really even look at until the last moment, and that rifle is the Ruger American Predator in a 308. This rifle, the reason I liked it, I researched it, of course. I didn't just buy it out of nowhere like that. The accuracy is good. It's not the best. I haven't shot it yet, but what I've seen in videos, the accuracy is fair. It's not punching the same hole on paper. It's you're getting about 1.5 inches or so around 100 yards. So since I'm going to be doing my own reloads, my own loads, I can adjust it different increments, 5 grams or so, maybe less than that, and then find the perfect formula for this gun. I like the fact that it's got a green stock. It's lightweight. And that was another issue I had with the guns. All these guns weighed, without the scope, they were weighing 7 something. This one, it's 6.1 without the scope. The scope, it's a pound, 2 or 3, I think. So the total, and I have the scale right here. The total on this gun now, without the ammo, .8. So the other rifle I had in a 308 lever action, it weighed 8. Even though I changed scopes and I put something lighter, because with this scope it was 9 something. This is a 1 pound scope, 1.2. So it's a heavy scope, but it has the bullet drop compensator, BDC. So I went to different places. I went to Turner's, and they had one there with a different caliber. I said, well, the difference in caliber is not going to be that much of a difference in weight. So I took my scale in, weighted it, and it said, 6.1 or 6.2. I said, okay. So I made my decision to buy it, and I went to a friend of mine that he has a gun shop, and I ordered a gun. He gave me a deal on the gun. So it wasn't that much of a drop in the price, but every little bit helps. The gun has a very smooth action. I like the fact, and I have another Ruger that's 270, and I'm used to this safety feature on the back here. The trigger is adjustable. That's another plus. It has the rotary chamber. Fits 4, so 1 in the chamber, 1 in the ammo mag. That's all you need. I mean, unless you're going to be going nuts shooting, but that's all I need. If I don't hit it on the 3rd shot, I'm not going to hit it. And then it has the threaded barrel at the end that some people are using suppressors, but it's illegal in the state, like everything else. So I'm not even going to use it for anything. I was going to put a recoil suppressor, but it's noisy. It's noisier than if you shoot it without. So I'm just going to leave it like that. The gun, first time I'm going to put this on, guys, with the pack and everything. So the gun fits fairly well. It's a pound and a half. I know it's ridiculous. You spend extra money to save some weight, but that's what it's all about, because the hunting I do, the kind of hunting I do is backpack and not go in deep, and I have to go as light as possible. I also wanted something maneuverable, something short, easy to swing around. So this barrel is 18 inches, which is fine. It's got a very soft recoil pad. Like I said, I haven't shot with it, so I don't know what it would feel like. Some people have an issue with this noise, like a little zipper. Okay, it doesn't really bother me, but there's a cream that they sell that you can put it on there and then crank it up and down a few hundred times, and it'll smooth it out. I don't know if I'm going to do that. Basically, if you're hunting, you already have a round in your chamber on safety, and you're walking, you see a deer, you take it off safety, you make a shot, you make a noise right there. So who cares about the second shot doing this? You know what I'm saying? So you take the second shot, boom, you shoot. The deer is not going to say, "Oh, what's that zipper sound? Let me get out of here." No, they already got the first shot, and they hear the noise, and they're going to be running. So that issue is, to me, is kind of nonsensical. It doesn't really matter to me. Ruger has been around for a long time. They have lifetime warranty on their guns, and I'm pretty happy with this gun. I think I made the perfect purchase. The Tikka T3, I'm going to classify it as a better gun than this one because of its accuracy. I mean, you can do, the bullets are kind of touching each other. You can do a little flower. But black stock, didn't like it. Shiny finish, didn't like it. and and it's more expensive. It's $250, almost $300 more, depending on the store. So all these, and the fact that this green stock matches my green scope, it looks cool. Come on, guys, give me a thumbs up on that at least. The gun has a very nice, very narrow grip. When you're wearing gloves in the mountains, that's going to be perfect. It's got a big opening here in the trigger guard so you can put your finger in it if you're wearing big gloves, thick gloves. And in this little thing, it's easy to aim. I mean, it's right on the money. So I already mounted the scope, tighten it up. All I have to do is sight it in. And let's see what it does. The Tikka, like I said, I've seen a lot of videos, a lot of very accurate gun, but it's not a beater-upper. It's a fancy gun to me. There are fancier guns than that, but I know in the terrain I'm going, I know in the brush I'm going through, you might even drop it on a rock or slip and fall and whatever. You know, this gun could take it. I don't call it a beater-up. It's a nice gun, but it's not a fancy gun. This is a working gun. This is a gun for hunting and rough country. Now, one thing I am going to do before going to shoot is I'm going to take it off the stock and I'm going to find, I haven't even done the dollar. Let's see. Do I have a dollar? I haven't even done the dollar deal. See if it goes under there. Don't need to do anything. It's floating. Look at that. Don't need to touch it. So I'm gonna, wow, I wasn't expecting that, because I see a lot of videos, people saying, oh, you have to sand it down because it's not going through the dollar. Blah, blah, blah. On this one, I lucked out. And for a while at least, I'm going to leave the sticker just to show off, hey, I got a Ruger. You know, I'm going to keep the stickers there. I'll take it off eventually. But I'm pretty happy with the gun, man. This thing, it's 7 pounds. 7 pounds. I mean, if I compare it to my other lightweight gun, which I only have one, let me see, let me go get it. Okay, this is the 308. My very first rifle. I love this gun. It's smooth as silk. Let me see. Make sure I got, yeah. I always keep ammo in there, I don't know why. Okay. Oh. It's hitting this material sometimes. So this gun, this was my pig hunt, my hunting gun and everything else. But this thing, I know I'm not doing a fair comparison. This one has the ammo in it. But after all, that's what you're going to be carrying. So, oh, it doesn't have the sling, so that kind of makes it a little bit fair. 714, not a big difference from the other one. Wait a minute, 714, it used to be 8 something. What's wrong with the scale? If it was 714, I wouldn't have bought the other gun. Oh, I guess the sling adds the rest of it. But what I'm going to do with this gun to make it even lighter, I decided I'm going to take the scope off and I'm going to get the red dot sight, the window type, little shield window. I call it the window scope. And there's Penny brands. I can't think of one right now. You know, Bushnell and some others. And that's going to make it a lot lighter. And this is going to be my pig gun. Because if you're hunting pig and the pigs do run, you have to keep both eyes open. So it's pretty hard to get a pig in the window here in the scope. So when you have the window scope, you have both eyes open. You can follow through, get him in there, and boom, and shoot it. So this scope is not going to be adequate for pig hunting. What it is adequate for pig hunting is the fast action on the lever. So, and this is old technology, but it's good technology. These rifles are accurate. It's more accurate than this one, than the new one. But who knows? I might get lucky in this and get a good, you know, get good shots on target and see what it does. So okay, oh, let me see, did I try the corral? Oh, the thing is upside down. Oh, upside down? No. Let me see if I could hook it here. It's supposed to go on the stock here. Okay, right there, and then I don't know if you can see from there. Let me back up. Dude, dude, it's on the money. So you're walking, you see something, pull it, and take it out. So okay guys, wanted to show you the gun. I think I did a good purchase, and this is my last purchase. I can't be buying more guns. Now I have 4 hunting rifles. That's it for me. I might even sell one. Couldn't tell you which. Because once you buy one, you don't want to let it go. You know how that goes. But I gotta sight this in on 0 for 100 yards, and then once you see something, you scan it, range it, move it up to where it goes, 250, 350, 400, whatever it is. I think this is more a 300 yard gun, even 400. I wouldn't shoot further than that. If I do that, I'm going to have to get closer. If I'm going to shoot that this, I'm going to have to get a little closer, if it's possible. Because of the 18-inch barrel, that one has 20. Yeah, 20. So it helps on the range. So, on the distances. So here it is, guys. The Ruger Predator American. You can't go wrong for the price. And something I forgot to mention, on my other Ruger, when you bring up the bolt, it slides on the side of the scope. This one, look at this, 70-degree throw, I think it is. Ruger outdid themselves. They did a good job. Okay, I don't know if you just noticed what I did. It's an old trick. I don't know if the young guys know about this. When you want to close the bolt, empty of course, and you want to pull the trigger just to release the hammer, you don't want to be dry firing because it might hurt the system. So you're cranking it, and when you pull the trigger, you have it on fire. You pull the trigger, close it, and then look, it doesn't fire because it didn't cock the hammer. And that's one way of saving your hammer on this gun. So yeah, man, I'm pretty happy with this gun. I'm kind of surprised that the other one lightened up on me, but I think it's because of this. Let me do one last thing before I go, because I'm kind of curious. So now this gun without the harness, without the sling, is 7.4. So this is 8.74. So this is 4 something, and that's what added it to the other rifle, and it brought it up to 8. 8 point. Let me see. You guys probably saying, "Ah, come on, it's a few ounces." Be a man, like the comedian says. Okay, this is 7.14, and then with the sling on top, yeah, I was right, 8.3. So it goes over 8 pounds. That is not qualified as a lightweight gun to me. It has to be 6 or 7. So it goes over. And this is all steel. This sucker's not, there's no aluminum in this at all. Like the latest one that they start building. I think it was in the 90s. So I bought that rifle in 1977. 1977. So this is it, bros. Good solid gun. I'm going to try it out when all this weather passes. In about, I got some other things to do, but I'm going to do it in a month or so. Alright guys, so Signing off. I'll see you on the next one.